for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, for the month of May. I hope all is well with everybody. I want to thank you guys for coming and check out the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the notification bell. That way you'll know when I post. If you need a personal, my information's in the box below. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is a channel where we do spiritual work here to ascend to our highest level. So if you're used to or you enjoy, like tabloid type of tarot reading, this is not the channel for you. I just want to give you a warning, heads up. Some people look at the title and they get a little discouraged, frustrated, and they don't understand the nature of the reading. For those of us who are on a spiritual level, we know that we are spiritual beings trapped in human bodies. We've come down here to this 3D realm because this is the realm in which we have lessons to complete on, right? We have lessons that we have to complete here, or some of us are here to serve time because we did some other, some not so good stuff. So it's a combination of both, but the end result is that you have to have a certain level of experiences to ascend to the next realm. Okay, and so in order for you to accomplish the activities that you need to accomplish here, the lessons you're supposed to learn, you have to come down here and you have to take on a physical form. Okay, so when you take on that physical form, you got to be careful not to get too trapped in the matrix, and you have to know enough to keep in contact with your higher self, which through your intuition, through sleeping, going out into nature and connecting. These are ways that you keep in contact with your higher self. But your intuition is something very important to you. It's a superpower that you have, and you need to use it in order to maneuver around in this 3D realm. It's gonna, put you on to things that are not right, that you may not be able to see physically, and that you may not be able to touch. Okay, but it wants you to know that something is up, and so that's your higher self's way of letting you know, hey, pay attention. Now, the lessons that you learn in this realm when you come down here are going to come through, the most important lessons are going to come through family members, friends, lovers, business partners, people who have to be in your energy and on your frequency, people that you have to deal with, right? So the lessons are going to come. And if you are someone who is mature enough to understand and you stop and think about it, what are some of the most important lessons you've learned in your life have come from family members, friends, lovers, business partners, your landlord or your tenant, your neighbor, something like that, right? So when your intuition goes off about these people who are around you, it's very important that you pay attention to it because it could be alerting you to, um, best case scenario, you can have a friend or family member and the alert goes off and you're like, what's up with this person? Let me talk to them, see what's going on with them. And you find out that they're going through things and maybe they just need a friend to lean on or a family member, share their experiences with, right? And that's a good thing. So that's you establishing a closer bond with the people around you. So that's one way that your intuition is dope in reference to the people around you. And it's also a savior. It can save you because you can have people around you, who don't have your best interests at heart. A lot of us who are spiritual beings and who have evolved enough, we understand that sometimes family members are karmic partners. Karmic partners are simply people who come into your life and they're there to teach you a specific lesson about yourself. And it can result in a lot of pain and aggravation if you don't listen to your intuition. So when your intuition goes off about people closest to you, you need to pay attention to it, investigate, find out what's up. And if you can't find out what's going on, just keep your eyes open, right? Let's talk about the cards that are here. So I'm going to describe what I get intuitively, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some clarifiers out to see what additional messages your guys may want you to know in reference to these energies. So the first one that came out is care. Okay, it came out in reverse. The next one that comes out is victory. Okay, the third one that comes out is rebirth. So let's talk about them individually, and just keep in mind, for some of you, the situations can merge. But there's three separate cards here, three separate situations. So with the care energy in reverse, if this is, I'm going to talk about this in a sense where it's internal to you, and then when it's external to you. So if this care energy in reverse is internal to you, some of you are not taking care of yourself, whether it's spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. You are not taking care of yourself. If it's spiritually, you're not tapping in. You're not listening to your higher self. And things that you can do to do that is to go out into nature, to meditate, take spiritual baths, detox by, fasting or only eating certain foods for a period of time, drinking more water. That also taps into the physical aspect. So yeah, drinking more water, getting exercise, going out into nature. Um, if you're not taking, and that also taps into spiritually, right? All of it's attached. So, for some of you, you just need to implement more care. I'm not sure if there's any external factors that are keeping you from caring for yourself. If they are, it could be a job. Maybe you're working too much. It could be that you're spreading yourself thin. You're trying to take care of this one, that one, this one, the other. You're running around doing shit for everybody but yourself. That's a clear indication that you need to slow down and take care of yourself. Okay? Um, for my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay? For some of you, if this is external to you, this is somebody that you're around who just does not care for you. Could be a family member that you're dealing with for whatever reason. They don't care about what goes on in your world. They don't care about sharing your happinesses and your experiences, the positive experiences, things like that. Um, so you need to be careful. This person could be very nonchalant about your feelings. Okay? And you may have sensed this, but you may have brushed it off. Oh, nah, that's family. Or, like I say, the famous Biggie. Nah, love wouldn't disrespect. That's not the case at all. You got to be careful who you're dealing with, because there's somebody here that is neglecting, and it could be that they see that you're not caring for yourself, so you could be attracting people who don't care about you or for you. So please be careful how you care for yourself. All right, and then as a result, you'll resonate with people who care about you, or you'll know enough to get these people out of your life so that you don't allow people who treat you disrespectfully or who don't value you and what you bring to the table. You will cut them out of your life. Keep in mind we are still in the lunar node activity with the Scorpio lunar eclipse full moon, where that was only 10 days ago, where we're dispelling toxic energies that no longer serve us, whether it's in the form of relationships, ideas, viewpoints about things, jobs, whatever, right? We should be recognizing what those things are and working on ways to get those things out of our lives, right? Whether it's you looking for a new job, whether it's you coming out of a relationship that is just dead end and it's dead air and it's dead weight, whether and whether it's in the form of a family dynamic where you just step back from these family members, you deal with them if you need to, but you step back from them. Whether it's a relationship and you have kids with this person, you only deal with them when you need to. You step back and you're cordial, but you deal with them only when you need to. But you need to take care of yourself, all right? It's most important that, self-love is the first love, right? The next card we have is victory. Now, why is victory showing up in your silent enemies reading? It could be that there could be somebody, if this is internally, um, victory could be showing up in a silent enemies reading because you could be in a position where, how can I say this? And forgive me for my lack of vocabulary in trying to describe these things, but I just want to make sure I get the words across as best I can. But victory showing up here because I feel like you're in a position where you could get victory in a situation, but you're not putting the time, energy, and effort in that it takes for you to have the victory. I feel like it's right there in front of you. Maybe you don't see it for whatever reason. Um, but there's something that's going on with you that's prohibiting you from being victorious in the things that you want to manifest, or the things you want to accomplish, or the things you want to set out to do. So you may need to stop and take a look at what that could be. It could be the lack of self-care, right? As far as your emotions, your feelings, your health, all right, that could be keeping you from being victorious. But there could be other things external to you. So it could be people around you who are trying to win at any cost. So, there could be people who are jealous and envious around you, whether they're family members, friends, lovers. Unfortunately, these things happen because, again, if we don't come down here to learn the lessons, we're going to be stuck down here. And so, what the universe does to help us to boost us to get the lessons learned is they send the lessons through people who are closest to us. Because other than that, we would never learn the lessons, right? You don't deal. A lot of us, we don't get as close and intimate with strangers as we do with people who are family, people who are close to us, people we trust. So the universe knows this. So this is why the messages or the lessons come through people that we are in close contact with, in close quarters with, because the goal is for you to learn lessons, regardless to you being trapped in the matrix and being 3D and not realizing that you're here for that. You're here for a spiritual reason, a spiritual purpose, right? So that's what we got with victory. Now let's take a look at rebirth. Rebirth could be showing up as a silent enemy because for some of you, um, a transformation may have occurred, but you may not have been reborn. meaning that you could be stagnant in your transformation process. There could be a situation internally within you where you need to change. There's something that needs to change. Your ideas, the way you do things, the way you see things, it needs to change. Your rebirth is not going to occur until you change your mindset. And for some of you, it could be in reference to this care energy here. Like there's something that you're not putting care into, or there's something that you're not caring about, or you don't care enough. But that's a very strong energy here. So in order for you to go through your rebirth, you have to acknowledge the fact that there is a rebirth, first of all. And once you acknowledge that, then at that point you will need to allow the universe to do what needs to be done so it to take its course. That's easier said than done. But again, all I'm doing is reading the cards. You know, we all have to go through this in our own individual way. So it's not just a matter of fact, but, you know, if I was dealing with you on an individual level as far as a personal reading, I would be able to get into specifics. But because this is a collective spread, you know, I can give one or two examples. You know, maybe it's time for you to move. You know, the universe has been sending you signs that it's time for you to move. And for some of you, you don't want to relocate. Or maybe you haven't even considered that relocation might be why everything in your life is stagnant. Your career is stagnant. Your love life is stagnant. The relationship with your families is stagnant. You don't got no real friends. When you got all of that going on, there's definitely something you need to take a look at. And sometimes it's just where you are. It's you've outgrown this environment, especially people who got like Saturn energy in Gemini. Like sometimes you've outgrown an environment and it's time for you to leave. All right, so just keep that in mind as well. Now, also Saturn in the fourth house or Saturn in Cancer. Sometimes it's time for you to move or relocate or leave. Okay, so that could be the case for some of you. And that may, you know, trigger, once you move, that's going to trigger a rebirth and things are going to, you know, start getting better for you. Okay? But if this is something that's external to you, something is prohibiting you from moving on or ascending. And it has to do with somebody you're dealing with or a work environment that you're participating in or a group or organization. Something is in your environment keeping you from transcending, going from one level to the next. Okay? And it's going to be up to you to figure that out. And you're going to have to listen to your intuition. But what I'm going to do now is pull cards to see what additional information the universe may want you to know in reference to lack of care, victory, or rebirth. All right, let's see. These cards are so old. I got to get some new cards, y'all. Sorry. These little miniature decks that I like to use, they all need to be replaced. It's just that time. All right, so let's see what care is. Care. All right, that's one too many. Care. Why is care in reverse for my fire signs? The first card out is the Five of Swords energy in reverse. All right, some of you are beating a dead horse. There's something going on here that maybe you're putting too much care into, and no matter what you do, it's not going to work. I was talking to the earth signs about that too. You may have to be careful. You're trying to make something work. You're determined to make something work, but it's not going to. And no matter what you do, it's not going to. So you may have to care enough to let go. What else do we got? Yeah, we got the Ten of Swords, exactly. Care enough to let go. Mercury, this is Mercury in Gemini. And Mercury is in retrograde right now in Gemini. So it's like looking back at a situation. Why do I care about this? Why is this important to me? Should I care about this? Should I not care about it? Some of you care about things that you shouldn't care about. Some of you are not putting enough care into things that you should. But either way, it's a no-win situation for you. And with the Ten of Swords here, a completion is here. All right? So for some of you, I feel like it's you worrying about things you shouldn't be worrying about. And there's nothing that you can do about it. So you may just get to the point where you're like, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to continue to be bothered with it. I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to kiss it up to the higher source and let it go because I've done everything I could. So for some of you, it's all about letting go. The Cancer energy, when it comes to caring, sometimes they don't know how to let go. That's the negative aspect of Cancer. Sometimes not knowing when to let go. That crab claw that they got, once they get a hold onto something, it's like, and they care about it, oh my God. You know what I mean? Whatever the nature of the word care means for them, you know? So you got to be careful. You might be holding on to things that you shouldn't hold on to. Okay, and with the 10 of Swords here, again, for some of you, you're realizing that and you're letting go. Because you know there's a no-win situation with the 5 of Swords in reverse. All right, let's see what else we got here for this care energy. Yeah, we got the Page of Swords. Aha, Eureka moment. Some of you are realizing that this is what the situation is. You're waking up. You're seeing it for what it is now. Yeah, and then the 4 of Cups energy in reverse. So you're changing your perspective on it. You may have been at one point upset or bored or depressed or sad about a situation, but with it coming out in reverse here, you're realizing that, you know what, I can't keep caring about this. This ain't important enough. You know, I'm not going to be able to get what I want out of it, or it's not working anyway. It's just not benefiting me to care so much about the situation. It ain't gonna do nothing but stress you the hell out emotionally. So for some of you, you're having to accept that. Let's look at victory. Victory is clarified with the Knight of Coins in reverse. Is this the Knight of Coins? Hold on. Oh, the King of Coins in reverse. All right. What else do we have with this King of Coin energy in reverse? So we got the Strength energy, Major Arcana of Leo. So this is about stubborn energy. Something about somebody you can try to be in control of a situation. It could be about this care. This could be related to this care situation. You care too much about a situation. You're trying to control it. Because the Strength energy here and the King of Coin energy in reverse. So some of you, you could be in a situation with somebody like this King of Coin energy in reverse, for example. It could be a job situation where you're in a situation here where this job is controlling your life. All right. And you want to have victory over this because you see how she's struggling with the alligator. This is the Strength energy, right? See how she's struggling in with it, trying to win it over. So some of you, that could be what's going on, okay, with the victory energy, trying to win something over, or somebody's trying to win you over. It could be that it's a job situation. You may have a boss who's very controlling. If it's not a boss, some of you, you could be in a situationship with somebody who doesn't want to give you commitment, but yet they don't want to leave you alone. They don't want to let you go, and they want to keep their claws in you, their hold in you. So that's why this victory is showing up as a silent enemy, because you're allowing this person to have control over you, or you're allowing this situation or scenario to control you. Yeah, we have the King of Wands energy here. All right, and let's get another one. The World energy came out in reverse. Yep, this is a karmic lesson. All right, I want to clarify these major arcana. With this King of Wands, let's clarify them first. This King of Wands energy here, this is definitely about somebody taking action, somebody standing their ground. We got 2 Leo cards here in reference to somebody having the courage to stand up and do what needs to be done. You know, the King of Coin energy in reverse, this could be somebody who is very shady, okay? Somebody that is jealous or envious. Somebody who does not mean you any good. What is this Strength energy? The Strength energy is clarified with the 4 of Wands energy in reverse. Yeah, this is somebody who doesn't want, for some of y'all in a situationship. You're with somebody that you may have children with, and you're not happy in this connection, and this person is trying to keep a hold on you. They don't want you, but they don't want nobody else to have you. So some of you could be dealing with that. Or you could be the one who's doing this to someone. It could be vice versa. You could be holding on to somebody that you don't want to commit to, but yet you want them to stick around. It could be somebody that you have children with. This person, whoever it is, whatever side of the coin you are on, this is a karmic lesson with the World energy here that it needs to close out. It has not closed out, which is why the World energy is in reverse. Clarify this World energy in reverse, please. Clarify this karmic cycle. Yeah, see, we got the strength. We got the Emperor energy in reverse. So this is about somebody relinquishing control. Somebody has control over you, or you're trying to control somebody. But it's not for good intent. Clarify this Emperor energy in reverse. With the Emperor in reverse and the King of Coin in reverse, for some of y'all, this is y'all child's father, or this is a father figure. But also it could be with the King of Coin in reverse and the Emperor, it could be a boss. Some of y'all got a shitty ass boss. What's this Emperor? Oh, I dropped the card. Hold on. Yeah, see, the 9 of Swords came out in reverse. That's what fell. So it's like you letting go of this anxiety, this stress with this situation. So I don't know if you are holding on to something that you're putting too much care and effort into somebody or a situation that's not worth it. I feel like that's what some of you are doing. Or for others of you, it's vice versa. Somebody or something is holding on to you and has too much control over you. And this is an enemy to you. Whoever or whatever this is, okay? And you need to claim victory over it. That's why the victory card is here. Let's take a look at rebirth. So rebirth could be an energy of starting over because, you know, we talk about birth, rebirth, you know, the beginning again, new beginnings. Clarify this rebirth for my fire signs. Okay, here we got the Queen of Pentacles energy in reverse, and then we got the Ace of Cup energy in reverse. This could be about a child. Someone could be pregnant. Somebody may have gotten someone pregnant that they're not married to, or they stepped out of their marriage. Some of you could be dealing with somebody who's married to somebody else. Some of you may not let go of this person, or this person is not letting go of you, but there is a third party dynamic here. What else can you tell me about this rebirth? Somebody's having a child with somebody that they're okay, so for example, say there's a man who's married. He's having a child with somebody outside of his marriage. Or there's a woman who's married to a man and she's pregnant by somebody else. Or there's a third party here that's pregnant. There's an obsession here too also, with this Ace of Cups energy in reverse and this Queen of Coin energy in reverse. Somebody's obsessed with somebody. This is what I'm saying, an energy of control here. So these two energies could relate. Yeah, see, we have the Queen of Wands. There's a sexual energy here. Somebody's trying to control somebody with sex. Yeah, with the Four of Swords. They doing it, somebody's doing something. I don't want to say spell work, but there's some type of manipulation going on here. There's definitely obsession in the building. Somebody's obsessed with someone. And that's where all this control energy is coming from right here. Some of y'all dealing with third party energy. And there's an energy of someone trying to control a narrative or control a situation, whether a man is dealing with a third party and his wife and doesn't want to let go of the third party, whether there's a woman who is married to a man and she don't want to let go of the third party, or whether the third party itself is saying, you're not going to just cut me off. No, we're going to continue to deal with each other. There's a power struggle here. Definitely a power struggle here. All right, so that's what I got for you, fire signs. If you need a personal, my information's in the box below. Make sure you click the like button if it resonates with you or someone you know. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when I post. Thank you so much for checking out the video. I'm going to do the water signs next, and then all the elements will be done. And then I'll start working on you guys' readings for June. All right, I love you guys. Thank you for checking out the video. I will see you in the next one. Later, fire signs.